I do apologise. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbour.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with...
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you know who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely ace. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
Police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
That's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day, because that's all he can find.
do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you...
She is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out
Why,
loud.
come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Booth?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you know who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely ace. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Three weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family. And I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that father left me, he'll throw me out on the
Tom,
street.
you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
Police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie. What do you mean, sir?
Nothing. I was digressing. Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to
You asked for
pay.
money, Tom. Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
These streets are too narrow for the cab or couple walk.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Nobody at home. I don't feel thirsty right now.
Tis a home, Mr. Holmes. The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Old clothes, soiled and worn.
My mother, sir, she died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young too. Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance. George Hurst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand. It's too dark. I can't see anything. Too dark. I can't see anything. So that's why you came to see me. A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. A leather satchel, what's it?
I hope you'll find my father soon. I hope you'll find my father soon.
The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall. The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. Have I seen you find yourself a
You
job?
can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need to earwig to... There's no one to eavesdrop on from here. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Bosses beware. When we're screwed, we multiply.
That fella was up in the sexual joints. He never drinks alcohol.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
Equality of the working class. I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever.
No gods, no masters. No gods, no masters. No gods, no masters.
Bosses beware, when we're screwed we multiply.
Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever. The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike. Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever. The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
No gods, no masters.
Dump the bosses off your backs.
Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever.
It's not here. Dump the bosses off your backs.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
This must be the man that I'm looking for. Interesting. Missing person. I should find out more. See that gentleman? Follow him and walk back.
Right, Soames.
Bar check will never change. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
Pumpkin! Cabbage! Cheese!
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Concrete meat to their dogs. I can't even remember.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Stupid kid. Sod Craig.
Boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
What are you waiting for?
be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Take a brush and get in there.
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney. Go on. He's still here, that's a relief.
From?
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor in the morning?
No place to hide here. We better go through the yard.
Get away from me, boy.